I was an Army officer, and I'd studied journalism. I'm a writer by profession, and I was a journalist for the Orlando Sentinel. And I became intrigued with the industry. Karen and I both did. And I started investigating it as a journalist. And I met a lot of ordinary people who were just making extraordinary incomes. And I remember coming home and telling Karen, I said, honey, if we could find the right company with the right products, I think this is something we could do.
When Reliv came across our way, I said to Tom, if we could stay home, make the same amount of money that we made going to a job, that would be worth it.
And it took us a couple years. We went to a lot of goofy presentations and we met a lot of goofy people. But then we found Reliv, and we fell in love with the products and we fell in love with the company, and that's how we started. Time wasn't my own. I worked a lot of hours, sometimes 60, 70 hours a week. So I found myself coming home at night when the kids were already in bed and leaving in the morning before they got up, and it just tore me up.
To me, that just wasn't the way we wanted to live. We literally sat down one night and said, what else can we do? This is not what we want.
And when I found Reliv, I found a chance to work when I wanted to and play when I wanted to play. And that was phenomenal for us. We chose our own hours, and because of that, I was able to be a big part in my children's lives. I coached my son's baseball teams. I was involved with my daughters in all their plays and all their activities, and coached their basketball teams and softball teams.
What meant the most to me when I was 16 years ago was really and truly all I wanted was to stay home and raise my own children. That to me was, and to this day, I still have that mission. I have one child left in high school, and Reliv still allows me to be there for every single thing she does.
So freedom gave me a chance to enjoy our children and to enjoy each other, and for us to be together instead of apart, and this is my best friend, so that's what freedom means to us. One of the real problems facing our society today in America is the fact that people don't have any money for retirement. People struggle to make ends meet, and let alone put any aside. So people think, wow, I'll get to those golden years and then I'll have a great life, and suddenly they realize, man, I don't have anything for the golden years. And there's a better way. Karen and I have built something that's going to last not just our lifetime and give us freedom and a chance to enjoy our life as we have, but also one day to pass this on to our children. And man, they're excited about that. A lot of people make good money, but if you don't have time to enjoy that money, you don't have anything. We live in a community with a lot of wealthy people, but most of them are gone all the time. They're busy, they're businessmen, they're lawyers, they're doctors, and I don't see them. I don't know most of the neighbors here. I know all the children, because they come to the front door, knock on the door and ask if I can come out and play.
That's a pretty good roll
because I'm
there.
here all the time.
Roll.
And so it's not just having the money. We're blessed with that. We have more money than we could ever spend. But it's having the time to enjoy it that is the ultimate American dream.
What I realized too when we first got into Reliv, that really and truly anyone can do it, male, female, young, older, if you have a college degree or not, it really didn't matter. It was just your desire of your heart, what it is you want to accomplish in your life and what was important.
I teach people how to work part-time and live full-time, and that's so much more fun. So, the person that's working all the time, hey, you need Reliv to have a life. And now's the time to get involved. And it's not like, wow, I'm doing 60 hours a week or 50 hours in my job, and suddenly now I got to put my Reliv hat on and I've got to do Reliv. No, you do Reliv wherever you are. I mean, she goes to the mall and brings back people all the time and introduces me to people that she's met while she's been shopping. I meet a lot of people on the golf course. So we get up in the morning and say, okay, let's go to work. She's going to Neiman Marcus and I'm going to the golf course. Perfect. Karen and I have just been very fortunate. We brought friends and family into this business. They've all been very successful. I have my beautiful mom and dad that do this business with me. They're in their 80s. My father's 88 years old. He's a bronze ambassador with the company, making more money than he's ever made in his life. Our goal was to be home with our kids. We were just trying to replace our incomes. We had no idea we'd become multimillionaires. I know in that first year we made $100,000 and we were doing handsprings. We were going, you know, I'm thinking, I'll never be able to spend this kind of money. I'm making $10,000 a month. You know, I'm making $18,000 a month, and that's more money than I ever dreamed of. And of course, you know, Karen showed me how I could spend it, and yeah, we were good at it. And it kept going up, and we kept getting more people. It kept spreading across the country. We have a lot of fun with this, and truthfully, we'll never have to work again as long as we live. And we pinch ourselves in the morning thinking about that. You know, like, wow, how could this be? We went from being so poor, living in a tiny little house that backed up to a swamp with mosquitoes the size of Volkswagens and alligators, to having beautiful homes and a beautiful life. And it's truly a dream come true for us.